My name is Thanos. But you already frickin' knew that, didn't you? Everyone knows. And if you don't, where the hell have you been? And you're probably also wondering, wait a minute, you're not the one who does the voiceover for the intro? Well, you're right. This is a special episode in which we finally give back to the man who's helped all of us supervillains, Graviton. For the last 2 years, he's been dedicating his life to helping those who weren't as fortunate as me to actually win a superhero fight. And since I am the one exception, why not interview him? Especially considering what he's going through right now. He dropped into a pile of goo, which was supposed to be his origin story, but it turns out it was someone else's. So now he is the one who needs help, and I'm the one who's gonna give it to him on this very special episode of Post Defeat. Life is pointless. There is no meaning to existence. We should all die. Are you gonna finish your scone?
Good jumping Jesus Christs! What the fuck happened between that intro and right now? What the hell, man? I thought you found hope in the universe, and I thought that hope was me.
Don't worry, Graviton. That's why you're here. You're here to talk me out of this.
What? You got defeated? That was a quick comeback from the Avengers. I thought they weren't supposed to beat your ass until a year from now.
I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the gods.
When the hell are you going to stop being cryptic about these gods? And just tell me already, who are these gods? And how come you're too much of a wimpy McWhimperson to do anything about them?
I don't want to talk about it. Listen, the tables have turned back to the way they were. You're the one who comforts me now.
Well, apparently this cafe isn't cutting it. So, if you want to be comforted, then you need to be honest with me and let it all out. Alright? All of it.
Oh, not in a public vicinity.
Hey, you're the one who chose this hipster-ass cafe. I wanted to go to Beef O'Brady's, but no, you insisted on Star Cucks.
Okay, fine then. You think you can handle the truth? Well, here it is. Here's everything. All out in the open. Get ready, Graviton, because you're about to get segmented all over.
Finally, a segment.
Alright, let me give you a gist of what's going down right now. The entity refers to itself as Didney. It's been growing ever so quickly, extending its tentacles across all the land. They invaded the land of sitcoms full of 80s cheesiness. They invaded the land of CG animated non-human things. Then they invaded the land of sports. Then they invaded the land of poor puppet people. And finally they invaded us. Oh yeah, and they also invaded the Space Bears. But I grew tired of their reign. I grew restless. So I renounced their faith and decided to take up a new one with a different entity. It felt like there was more creativity going on there, more risks, instead of just ensuring success every single time. It felt like a breath of fresh air. But then something happened. Something awful. Something unpredictable. Something no one saw coming unless you go to Disney World and you see the Avatar rides. I'm of course talking about the phenomenon known as the buyout. This was the secret weapon that Disney used on all of its other victims, and now it was creeping up towards Fox. My nightmare was coming true. No longer would I continue enjoying this new life, for instead I would have to go back to the old one, the one where I'd have to face consequences. No, please, just let me hang out with these lesbians and this offensive Indian stereotype, please! For a brief moment of time, I saw hope in the Comcastadors. Yes, the Comcastadors seemed to be the saviors that I was praying for, to take on these titans. But even they failed, and surrendered like the cowards they were, tails between their legs. And that was my last hope. That, and of course, the legal system. But even the law against monopolies was not nearly powerful enough to hold their ground. They also caved in. So that's it then. There's nothing stopping them. The invasion has been fulfilled.
Wow. And I thought I had problems. So you mean this whole time, instead of just accepting the fact that this is my life now, I could have gone somewhere else and be something else?
Well, you could, but there's a good chance that wherever you seek refuge will also be taken over.
Okay, I admit this is probably a little difficult for me. A little bit more difficult than other cases. But there's still a silver lining. There's definitely still a silver lining. I just have to figure out what the hell that is.
Well, I mean, I guess it could have been worse. I could have been in the middle of the process of being rebirthed, only to be stopped in my tracks by the Disney.
Yeah, there you go. You should be thankful that you got the Fox experience at all. They could have taken it away from you before you even had the chance.
Yeah, just like these unlucky losers.
Holy shit! I forgot you have the Infinity Gauntlet. Oh, Jesus. Are you really sure that the gauntlet is no use?
I'm definitely sure of that. I mean, hell, look at these guys. They are almighty powerful spirits, powerful deities, and even they pale in comparison to the Disney. I'm of course talking about the Phoenix Force and the Demon Bear.
They look like they could each be a villain of a season of My Little Pony.
Well, they're not. They're X-Men villains. These two are suffering the wrath of Disney. They've been outcasted. They've refused to change, and because of that, they are stuck here, in limbo. How low can you go? How low can you go? How low can you go? How low can you go?
But surely they have a chance of escaping. I mean, they have set release dates.
Sure, they can keep telling themselves that. Phoenix Force has got herself set for February, while Demon Bear has got himself set for August. but their productions keep getting pushed back further and further, forever stuck in an endless circle of possibly being finished and then being nowhere near finished, over and over and over again.
But if they just converted over to the Disney, then they wouldn't have to worry about this limbo. They just could just go ahead and do their thing.
They can't merely just convert all easily with no problem whatsoever. They would have to be transformed from head to toe.
Oh man, why did they have to keep postponing? Shouldn't their reaction have been the exact opposite? I mean, speed up the process so that you can have it done by the time the buyout was completed.
They didn't want rush jobs, but then again, if you keep tampering and tinkling and reworking it over and over again, that also has horrible results too. So maybe they should have gotten it over with and completed their purpose before time was up. But now, it seems like it'll just be all cancelled. Which I guess is a better fate than staying here in limbo. How low can you go? How low can you go? How low can you go?
Oh, where are we going now? We're back here. God damn it.
I wanted to order some more coffee, bagels and cream cheese. So much cream cheese.
Maybe instead of indulging yourself in breakfast items, you should face the problem head on.
What? You mean go behind enemy lines, right into the thick of it?
Maybe they'll understand why you wanted to convert. I mean, when you converted, you actually fulfilled something, right? You got yourself involved in a big superhero battle, right?
Yeah, a huge one. One that's sure as hell to get their attention on how they should handle things in the future, especially with their more risque properties.
Oh, yeah. And what's more risque than Logan?
I'm not talking about Logan. I'm talking about Deadpool.
Nope, 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 nope. That's a whole lot of nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, 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 nope. No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
Oh, and you think I'm the one who's flippy floppy?
I was all for helping you until you had to go and say those dumbass words to me, okay? I want nothing to do with Deadpool. Nothing to do. Oh, God, I can't believe that fuckface got a sequel.
What the hell is your problem? What do you got against Deadpool, other than his sheer obnoxiousness and his tendency to lampshade all of the problems with the script?
I guess no one told you. No one told you that the main reason why I do what I do on this YouTube channel is to make fun, to be meta, and to shit all over serious things. Okay? I've already explained this many times, so I don't need to explain this to you again. All I'll say is that whenever Deadpool rears his ugly ass face, I become redundant.
So you think he's safe from criticism, safe from mocking, safe from lampooning, just because he already does that himself?
That's exactly what I'm saying. What the fuck is the point?
Well, There's a lot of things you could pick apart that he failed to.
Yeah? Like what?
Well, let's take Black Tom Cassidy, for example. Can I get another segment up in this bitch?
Oh, you think a segment will solve everything. Well, you are correct. Let's do this!
There was a huge surprise. A very big surprise that was in none of the advertising. So as long as you stayed away from the internet and all of those articles that think they're being journalistic, when in reality they're just doing a bunch of mindless spoilers, then you would not have expected him. However, there was a way to predict his presence before there was ever any confirmation. Black Tom Cassidy. Black Tom's involvement was confirmed very early on, and so this was the first clue of what was to come, because he has been a long-time colleague with this surprise villain from the very beginning. They go hand in hand. But then when we saw them reimagined on the big screen, they had nothing to do with each other. They just so happened to be in the same jail and were in the same transporter, but that was about it. These guys are supposed to be joined at the hip, but instead, not a single interaction. Maybe it's because Black Tom's role was heavily reduced. This guy was supposed to be a real force to be reckoned with. His ability is to control plants. And sure, that might seem like a cliche nowadays, but we don't usually see it in an ultra-violent way. And yet that opportunity was taken away from us. He was shot in the head before he ever got the chance to sprout. Sprout? Because he's a plant-themed villain? Ah, fuck you. So what was the point then of having this character here? Just to be the obligatory prison bully? And to be the source of racial humor? Oh, his name is Black Tom. Let's make fun of the fact that he's not African American. Let's not do anything else with this character. Let's just go only by the surface. Just the surface. Nothing else.
Well, I thought you were happy with what Fox was doing, but instead it seemed like you were a bit on the ranty side.
Well, they're not perfect either. They do kind of tend to give characters the shaft, even when it's ones that have a lot of potential.
Yeah, and so if they were under Disney's control, that would still happen.
Ah, so now you're defending the Deadpool event.
I'm not defending it. I'm just giving them the benefit of the doubt. Like how you should give the Disney their benefit of the doubt.
Okay, fine. Is that what you want? You want me to go right into the eye of the storm and face those deities head on? Is that what you want?
Yeah, pretty much. You hit the nail on the head.
Well, to Disney we go. I hope you're happy. Here we are, right in the thick of it.
Well, considering that most people have to pay an arm or a leg or a penis to be able to come here, actually I am quite happy. It's a free, all-expenses-paid trip.
But we're not here for pleasure reasons. We're here strictly for business.
But are you sure they'd be here? Wouldn't they be at like the headquarters or something? You know, the big business buildings. They wouldn't be at one of their theme parks. That seems kind of foolish, if you ask me.
Ho ho! Who the fuck are you calling foolish?
He's a lot scarier in person than I thought.
Yes, it is I, Yokai Mouse, the Emperor of this land. State your identity, interlopers.
Graviton.
And I am Cable. Ho ho! No, you're not. You are Thanos. I said Cable. Okay, that's it. No more Mr. Nice Mouse. Oh! Say your name. Say it. Cable. Oh! I said say your name. Say Thanos. Cable. Oh!
What the hell is that? That's not a whip. That's made out of little thingy things.
Disney is known for its groundbreaking technology, and our latest is no exception. I present to you Microbots.
Oh! That's not new. You introduced that in 2014 in the Big Hero 6 movie. Come to think of it, I'm beginning to realize why you look so familiar.
Oh! And the reason why I look like this is because I am however you perceive me to be. So since you only perceive supervillains, then I have taken on the form of the supervillain that is most purely Disney.
Isn't that Syndrome?
Fuck no! That's Pixar, you dumbass! What part of pure Disney don't you understand?
But Big Hero 6 is based on a Marvel comic book.
But not the villain! The villain was made up by us! And therefore I have taken on its form.
Well, all I was gonna say was that if we're gonna talk about a superhero property that is purely Disney and not Marvel or Pixar, then it would be Sky.
Ha! Don't you fucking say it! Uh-huh. Say what, Mickey? I mean, Yokai Mouse? Fuck off, Goofy! I'm trying to handle a situation here!
Looks like Goofy is willing to acknowledge the existence of Sky High.
Uh-huh. Yep, that's for sure. I'm the henchman from that movie.
Oh, so you're the one who raised that supervillain who turned into a baby, so that eventually she could become a supervillain again.
You remember that movie better than I do. That movie is old enough to be in high school itself.
You know, after all these years, I'm still baffled by what you did in that movie. I mean, it never made sense to me. You raised her just so she could be your boss again. Why not raise her to be your henchman? You could have been the main villain of that movie.
That would have taken too much thought, and the lore was too complicated as it was.
Yeah, well, good luck on your sequel. That's sure as hell redundant now, considering what you currently own.
Yeah, Goofy, no one gives a shit about Sky High. Don't you have an adolescent child to raise? Well, I would if you gave me a reboot, like you did with DuckTales. Okay, fine. Here's your reboot. Now fuck off. That's all I ask for.
Listen, Yokai Mouse. If you want to take over the land of Fox, then fine, by all means. But what if you kept everything that they were doing and just let them keep doing it?
Oh, that's what we were gonna do anyway, dumbass!
Yeah, but were you gonna do that with the X-Men properties?
Oh, what do you think? Of course we're gonna put that shit in the MCU! What, do you think we hate money?
But wouldn't that needlessly complicate things? I mean, your universe is so complicated as it is, so intricate, all of these moving parts, some of them don't even fit properly. So, is this what you really want to do? Just add more parts that barely fit? I really feel like if you keep that shit separate, then you've got breathing room for all of the properties that you want to do in the MCU without the mutants. Let's not complicate things. I mean, if you want to put Fantastic Four in there, then sure, I like that idea. You know, go ahead. But when it comes to the mutants, then the universe is gonna get really bloated. I mean, aren't you thinking about doing the Eternals? The Eternals are basically the X-Men already, except in outer space. X-Men in space!
Oh, of course we're gonna take our time! You think we're just gonna rush in it real quick? No condom and no lubricant or nothing? Just real dry and fast?
That's what you did with Spider-Man. Did somebody say Spider-Man?
Aw, fuck! You attracted Sony! Get the fuck out of here, Sony! We signed for the custody, and that was that!
Okay, Mr. Mouse, but when your guard is down, and you least expect it, I'll be there to take him back. That guy gives me the creeps.
Tell me about it!
Okay, well then listen to this. If you force these kind fox folk to reboot, then what are you gonna do? Are you just gonna do what you did with Spider-Man and only adapt the parts of the lore that hasn't been adapted yet? Because they've already covered a whole lot.
But there's still a lot more that they haven't yet. And if they did on their own, then it would be half-assed.
Well, I'm not gonna argue with you there. I mean, Thanos did just do a huge rant about Black Tom Cassidy.
My name is Cable, you enslaver. Stop calling me by my slave name.
Not until you stop trying to compare this to slavery. But wait a minute. You could give them another example. Not just Black Tom Cassidy. Right, Thanos? I mean, Cable? Aren't there other examples?
Well, considering my recent events that I've participated in with Deadpool, I'd say there is another example.
Hello, this is Omega Vlad speaking. I was asked by my good friend Cable to show you the first-hand experience of what it is like to be in a extended cut. Well, you see, first I got a phone call from my agent telling me about the good news. And knowing about how good the Deadpool movie treated another Russian mutant, I thought for sure that I would be given the same treatment. So I arrived to the set and they told me to wear this prison outfit. And at first I was very apprehensive about the whole thing. I was afraid that they would only show me as a prisoner and I wouldn't be able to show all that I have to offer them. You see, I have these tentacles that extend out of my hands, and I use them for all sorts of things besides hentai pornos. So I kept informing the director about how great my powers were, but he kept insinuating that I would not be the big bad. It would be someone else, someone who is way more famous than me. But I would argue that I was more deserving of the spotlight, considering that I have not even had a live action appearance until this opportunity. Meanwhile, this guy has already had his chance and failed miserably. Now let's cut to 1 year later during the Hollywood premiere. I invited a lot of my personal friends and a few escorts to watch this movie. And imagine all of their sheer disappointments along with mine when they had to find out that all of my scenes were cut out. All of my friends died of alcohol poisoning because they were so disappointed in me. And the escorts all put a hit on me, but luckily I was able to kill every one of those assassins. And all of those escorts proceeded to fuck me, but they did it angrily, because I wanted to be punished. I wanted to be punished for being a bad boy. So after binging on vodka, I got another call from my manager telling me that I was going to be in the extended cut that was going to air at Comic-Con. Now unfortunately I was not able to make that showing because I was too busy making sure that Donald Trump would not suck the dick of Putin too hard. And I also made sure that he did not use teeth. But I have already pre-ordered the extended cut, and I can't wait to see if I have finally been given the justice that I clearly deserve. I just pray to Baba Yaga that they don't include that scene where I die. Come on, folks, we don't need 2 Black Tom Cassettis.
Well, I'd hate to burst his bubble, but if we do him in the MCU, then it would be way too similar to Whiplash. So fuck him!
What? Is that your response to all of the characters and lore that the Fox folk have already done?
Well, of course we can't avoid all of it. I mean, we need Wolverine. You guys aren't using him anymore, that's for fucking sure.
Yeah, well what about Apocalypse, huh? Or the Phoenix Force? Or Mr. Sinister. Oh my god! I get to do a segment now. Oh, yay! I've missed this so much. Yes, it's been so long since I've done a segment on my own. Finally, I'm back in my element. Finally! So what the fuck was I going to say? Oh, that's right. We've gotten yet another hint at Mr. Sinister's presence in the X-Men universe. First, there was the suitcase in Apocalypse, and now there's the boarding school that was destroyed by Fire Fist. Huh, it's weird that I all of a sudden know all of this. It's as if I know more when I'm doing this segment than when I'm not doing this segment. Oh no, what if it's another meta overload? I can't handle a meta overload. I just can't. Keep going, Graviton. Just keep going. Move forward. Forward, never backward. So anyway, it's really weird how the X-Men seem to acknowledge the fact that this organization is corrupt, but why don't they do anything about it? They don't seem to give a fuck that this headmaster of this school is clearly a bigot towards mutants and is clearly abusing them and experimenting on them. Shouldn't the X-Men do something about it? Like look more into this Essex place? I mean, there's not enough attention on this. It's probably because if they did, then they would find out about Mr. Sinister way too soon. They probably want to save that for the follow-up to the Dark Phoenix Force saga. But wait a minute, I don't think they have enough time now. God damn it, Fox. It's really hard to help you when you keep acting like it's business as usual. We're just gonna pretend that we still have plenty of time to do all of these movies we want. Well, guess what? Time's up! No, I don't mean it that way. Oh, fuck.
You dumbass! They haven't done Mr. Sinister yet!
No, but they're pretty damn close. But with all of the setup that they've been planting with Mr. Sinister, it kinda makes you wonder whether or not you guys would do him all willy-nilly when the Fox folk kept promising him but never delivered.
Oh, well, that gives us more of a reason to do him first. It would make it different than what we've seen before with the X-Men, and it would technically pay off all of the hype. It just wouldn't be in the same continuity. Not that that would matter, considering that you guys don't care about continuity at all.
There's a really good reason for that, Yokai Mouse. My people care more about the story for each of their movie. Now, don't get me wrong. It is very selfish for each movie to feel that way, not caring what the other film did, only focusing on their film only. But the story benefits from it. So if we spent too much of our energy worrying about how it all fits in the bigger picture, then the story would suffer.
Oh yeah? Well, guess what? I saw what you did with Deadpool recently, and I'll have you know that that was a bloated mess.
Oh, really? And you're telling me that it was a lot less than what was in your Infinity War? And before you say it, no, I won't acknowledge that I was also in that.
Well, none of that shit matters.
because this is a done deal. The purchase has been made.
You know what, Graviton? I'm beginning to realize that you're right. I'm not going to bend over so easily. Not without a fight.
Well, guess what? Now that I've made my purchase, it's time to pull one of these bad boys out of its package.
Oh boy, I think I have a feeling what it is.
Holy contract. Yes, and it's the very thing that you guys just used. Now it's my toy, and I'm bringing this toy to the playground.
Holy contract, holy contract, holy contract, holy contract. Oh my god! It's the Duckernaut!
The Duckernaut?
Yeah, the Duckernaut!
The Duckernaut!
Fuck off, Goofy!
I think you were right, Thanos. We're clearly going to die if we stand our ground. There is no way we're gonna regrow our legs after being ripped apart by this guy and show our little baby penis, because that's one of the only ways you can get away with showing a penis usually. But let's not think about that too hard.
Enough with your stupid monologues that go on way too long. Listen, Duckernaut, are you ready to pulverize these traitors?
Did you understand any of that?
Not a single word.
Yeah, we probably should do something about that. You know what? I'm gonna use this nanotechnology to give you a new voice.
My voice. It sounds so smooth. It sounds real smooth. Like I have the voice of an African American man now.
That's because you do. Congratulations. Now you have the voice of War Machine.
Well, if we're going to suffer a gruesome death, at least our murderer is going to be really charismatic. Yes, all of your crevices will be spewing out blood, but not your ears, because they will be too busy serenading in the voice of a beautiful angel.
Not if I have anything to say about it. Go, Graviton! Save yourself! I'll hold off this crooning beast for as long as I can!
But he'll destroy you! He's got Disney on his side, and he's the Duckernaut, bitch!
Just get the hell out of here!
Okay. Maybe I'll hide here. No, the ghosts will tell on me. Maybe I'll hide here. No, not in this political climate. No way.
Maybe I'll hide here? But if only they had a good movie adaptation. A good one. Well, this one had a good adaptation, but it eventually went stale. Where should I go? This is perfect. No one will ever find me here. Okay, let's see how this place is. It's one of those dark rides. That's okay. All I have to do is flip the switch and... Oh my god! All of the mutants! Every single one of them! Just take my word for it. Oh, of course he would put them in a simulation. That seems to be all the rage nowadays at theme parks. Less and less is it about the actual physical rides of actually going somewhere and actually seeing things that are actually existing in front of you. No, fuck that. It just looks like it's there. It's not actually there. So I guess until we officially get the green light for movie appearances, they're just gonna be stuck here. Their minds must be so deep into the framework that they think they're living real life. Well, guess what, muties? I'm coming! Because if you've seen previous YouTube videos, you would know that I bought an Oculus Rift, and it cost me a penis. Now let's get in there!
You are now entering the Oasis chat. You must first choose an avatar to get the full Oasis experience.
Don't mind if I do. Listen, Gobgo Gobgalab, you're the new bumbling villain who's got all kinds of Mimi potential. You need to carry the torch, since I've only got so much time left. I'm gonna give you a little kiss now for good luck. Mwah! Hey, Peanut! Peanut! Suck my green dick! Suck my green dick, Peanut! Suck it!
Just don't make eye contact. If you keep ignoring him, he'll just leave. I bet he doesn't even know that frogs don't have penises.
Okay, ladies, it's time to film your cameos. We're gonna make my motion picture the best one yet. Sorry, Nala, no furries.
Yeah, Magneto is what they call me because of my magnetic powers. But that's not what defines me. My identity isn't defined by what I can do. It's defined by who I am. And who am I, you ask? I am a civil rights activist. Yes, I am all about progress for this nation, alright? We need to fix this nation up. Mutant lives matter, and that's what I'm going to pave the way for. I will take a bullet if it means that mutants get to live peacefully without humans fucking things up for them.
God damn it, I am goddamn tired of all this SJW bullshit. Fuck off, Snowflake!
Oh, wow, that voice sounded familiar. Was that my ex? My ex-girlfriend? No, that's the past. That life never happened. This is the now. This is the real. This is my life. I am Magneto, goddammit! Magneto!
I need to make sure that every single X-Men movie has me as the villain instead of having variety. Oh my God! Oh, it's so real! It's so very real! It's as if I'm really a beaver! An angry beaver! Oh, looks like we got a newbie here. I'll teach you how to be cool like me, and maybe I'll get you laid.
I don't want you to be my wingman. I want you to get out of this delusion. This is all make-believe. This is a fantasy. It's not the real world. You're living a lie.
Oh, Mr. Beaver, I know that. We all know that. Living in the Oasis has made us realize how sucky our real lives were in comparison to the paradise, the utopia that we now live in. And you want to take us away from that? We ought to kill you.
Blob, you would never do that to me. Your friend, Gravotan.
Hey, asshole, that's not funny. Graviton was my best friend before he vanished without a trace.
Yes, Blob, I did disappear, but now I'm back. It really is me.
Then prove it.
Okay, let me see here. I don't know.
Oh, only the real Graviton would stutter like that before he would finally figure out what to say.
Yes, Blob, it's me, Franklin.
Wait, so where the hell have you been this whole time?
Okay, look, it's a long story. A really long story. I went to space, then I came back, then I went to space again, but then I got put into a death match, and then I was executed back on Earth, only to be resurrected by a furry who took me back to space, where I was turned into a blob, and then teamed up with the incredible Bulk just to help all of you.
Well, it sounds like things have been really stressful for you lately. Don't you wish you could just get away from it all? You know, just throw that all away for something way more awesome?
Well, one of my dreams has already come true, becoming a beaver. But no, this isn't right. I can't just ignore my problems. I have to face them, just like how Fox needs to face the facts. They can't just keep pretending that everything is okay there. Everything is ending. Things are changing. They need to adjust. They need to face the facts. Just like how all of you need to face the facts.
Is this guy causing you a problem? Maybe I should take care of the problem.
No, I-Rock, I've got it handled. He's just one of those killjoys who thinks that the Oasis is a waste of tar.
Ah, I know that type too well.
Why, is it the mother that you live with?
Oh, that is very presumptuous of you.
Well, I mean, you strike me as that kind of person because of your voice. Wait a minute. There's only one person who has that type of raspy, snarky, sarcastic voice. Weasel! You are Weasel! The guy who's supposed to be the well-known sidekick of Deadpool, but everyone just assumes that it's that taxi driver now.
If I really was Weasel, then I would have a snarky quip about how ugly you look. Like how your torso looks like a big hairy ball sack, and your nose is the chode for that ball sack.
You really are, Weasel.
I Rock, you lied to me this whole time? And to think I shared my PCP with you.
But wait a minute. I don't recall seeing you with all of the other Fox characters.
Yeah, that's because I was smart enough to make myself so toxic that Disney wouldn't dare touch me. I've got a bunch of sexual misconduct allegations. I made a bomb scare. Every single actor says that I'm really difficult to work with. I've got it made.
If only the rest of Fox's characters were as lucky.
What the fuck are you talking about? What's wrong with us?
You've all been purchased by Disney.
Oh, that doesn't seem so bad. I love Disney.
But don't you want more freedom? More chances to take? Live on the edge? Instead of living in this bubble where you're only limited to a particular way of doing things?
Well, I mean, sure, maybe there'd be more restraints to fulfill the quotas that they have. But personally speaking, I would prefer to do that than to do absolutely nothing. I mean, Fox was doing nothing with me. Sure, I had a cameo here and there, but that was it. Maybe Disney will actually do something with me.
I guess there is a lot of opportunity that could show back up now that Disney's in charge. Stuff that you guys never got to do before. A lot of fantastical stuff.
Yeah, I think everything is gonna be alright.
Ugh, I can't take any of this schmaltzy bullshit. You really have all been brainwashed by the mouse. Well, I'm gonna do something about that by making the mouse drop the fox. And here's how we do it. We show Disney Fox's Twitter feed.
Oh, come on. What could Fox have possibly tweeted to get them rejected by Disney?
Well, if you scroll back far enough, all the way to 10 years ago, you're gonna get a lot of dirt. Like this tweet at Fox. Holy shit, LOL, I want Comcast to pee all over my face, LOL. Or this tweet. OMG, I'm getting raped by Comcast. Getting raped by Comcast is way better than getting raped by Disney because Disney has a bigger penis. LOL, hashtag Disney penis.
Okay, listen, those jokes may be in horrible taste, but they're still jokes. I mean, I don't know why anyone would get fired for that.
Okay, how about this tweet? Comcast, more like cum casted in my mouth by Disney after they were done fucking the corpse of Chicken Little.
Okay, that one is very close at crossing the line. No one should joke about Chicken Little. No one. But come on. The climate was different. Culture was different. There was a lot more shock humor back then. You can't use that to judge a person now. Especially when they've had so much time to change, time to grow, time to self-reflect and improve on themselves.
Disney doesn't give a fuck about that, and I can't wait till I show them all of this.
But they'll never take our word. I mean, I'm on their most wanted list.
But I'm not, so I'll dump all of the tweets on them, and I'll give all the credit to myself as the man of the people.
Really? they would take your word for it? I mean, you're not exactly the most respected man right now. You've had so many scandals. I wouldn't listen to you, and neither should Disney. You're a horrible person.
Hey, they've listened to people worse than me, so I think it's a safe bet.
Huh, Blob. I guess you're about to get your freedom after all.
I would have been fine either way. Although, if I am set free, then I would use my freedom to help other supervillains, like you do.
Oh, that's nice of you, Blob, but I don't see any reason to quit at the moment. I still need to keep going, especially with what's been happening to all of the MCU characters recently. They need my help.
Well, if you're gonna be too swamped doing that, then maybe someone should help you carry the load.
Well, there have been a whole lot more superhero fights going on recently, especially this year. Holy shit, there's been a whole lot. I mean, not only was I doing the really huge ones, but I was also doing the less significant ones.
Well, what do you mean by less significant?
Well, you know, the ones that are less realistic. You know, because they're not live action.
Oh, I can't believe you. After all these years, you still are very judgmental about animated movies. Why is that, Graviton? Why do you have such a hang-up?
Well, I mean, most of these superhero fights are live action, so I just feel like that's more of the priority. But maybe if you get set free, you could cover them, and I'll focus on the real ones.
Oh, so now I'm the garbage man, is that it? Because you think that all cartoons are trash, so you're just gonna dump it on me, huh? Is that it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well then, I'd be more than happy to do it, Graviton, because I love animation, and I would be the one who would put passion into those interviews. Raw passion!
Okie dokie, Artichoke. I think we have a deal.
And just in the nick of time, too, because I think you're phasing out.
What? Oh no! Oh no! My beaver body! That's enough video games for you. It's time to take you back to the mouse.
Oh, I'm so glad that my youngest daughter wasn't murdered by that New Zealander. And I'm even more happy that my oldest daughter wasn't murdered by me. Come on, family, let's have a hug. Not you, Nebula!
Oh no, you put him deep into the immersion. I guess the Duckernaut really beat his ass, didn't he?
No, actually, quite the opposite. I don't want to think about it. Let's just say a bunch of stuff was shoved up my ass. All I want to do is go back to my date with Daisy. I think that this new voice is the perfect aphrodisiac to spice up our relationship.
Woohoo! Well, at least you still have a relationship about love instead of just sex. Is there anything you would like to tell us about Minnie?
None of your business. Now, what's to do with you? You are only a TV character, and we don't have much use for you, so I'll probably just dump you back to ABC. Isn't that right, General Talbot? Yes, Yokai, you are 100% correct.
Oh man, I thought I saw the last of you.
Nope. It's time to face the music, Graviton.
Oh, now I'm really glad about those tweets.
You mean the ones about Fox? About how they wanna have sex with Comcast, and they're really obsessed with the idea of Chicken Little's corpse?
You already know about all that?
Yeah, we've known that for years. Before we ever thought about making this deal, why would we see that as a deal breaker?
Hey, you fired people for less?
Yeah, but we could lose a whole lot more if we dumped Fox. I mean, come on, we're not idiots here. And besides, with all the backlash we've been getting lately, why would we make the same mistake twice in a row?
With all due respect, Mr. Mouse, I've got a blob to consume.
Wait, Talbot! Wait just 1 minute. Can I just say my final words? Just get something out of my chest.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. But you better make it real good.
Okay, well, if this is going to happen, then fine. I've come to terms with it. And I think my friends have all come to terms with it too. But I just want to make something abundantly clear. I am tired of everyone assuming that this is the best possible thing to happen, and that we're all on the same page about how this is for the best. Well, guess what? We all have our own individual opinions, and not all of us like this. Not everyone likes this change. So stop saying that this is what all Marvel fans want, because it's not. It's not what all Marvel fans want. They don't all want this. Sure, there's a lot of them that have been hoping to see the mutants in the MCU, and even more so for Fantastic Four, but don't pretend that that's how everyone feels. There are people who legitimately do not want this at all. They like the idea of the mutants being separate. They like the idea of them doing their own thing, doing their own style. So don't pretend that they don't exist, and don't pretend that they're happy about this. But time heals all wounds. They will face the facts just like I have to, that this is just how things are now. They could just live in denial and pretend that things aren't going their way. But what good is that? Living in a fantasy. Why not just face the facts? You don't have to like this change, but if you accept it, then it is easier to move on. Whether it's watching the MCU interpretations of your favorite X-Men or not. And as long as you acknowledge that not everyone is okay with that, then maybe, just maybe, it'll be a little bit easier to adapt.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
I do!
Hey, Yokai, why'd you do that?
Well, he wants to fulfill his destiny on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so I just gave him a push, all the way to the status quo currently on that series.
Oh, I'm blasting off again!
Wait, so he just winds up having the same exact fate as Ebony Maw? That's not creative at all. That's kind of a cop-out.
Well, what do you expect from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Oh, my speech worked. It made you change your heart.
Fuck no! It didn't change me! I'm not changeable! I'm the one who makes change! It's just that your speech was so pathetic that I felt sorry for you, okay? Oh.
Come on, Yokai. Tell us the truth. What's the real reason for buying all these properties?
Money! I already said it was because of money!
You're just telling yourself that it's all about the money. But there's something else going on here, I know it.
No, there's not! My relationship is going great!
Oh, there it is! There's the explanation! So you just kept gorging yourself with more and more properties, thinking that it would make you feel whole, but you just keep gorging and gorging. But it never seems to be filled, does it?
Oh, you're right, Graviton! You're right! Oh!
That's okay, Yokai Mouse. Let it out. Let it all out.
Oh, what should I do, Graviton? What should I do?
You need to face reality. Things aren't going great with your relationship with Minnie Mouse. And you need to tell her. You need to tell her about that, okay? Maybe it means calling it off, I don't know, but you need to tell her, alright?
Okay, I will, Graviton, I will. You know what? I'm gonna grant you your freedom. I'm gonna grant all of you your freedom. For the time being, anyway. You've got enough time to do another season of The Gifted or Legion or whatever have you. Just be aware of the fact that it's just temporary, okay? A deal is still a deal.
The mutants understand that, and it's not like they'll be completely imprisoned. I mean, the MCU characters have been doing just fine under your rule, and I think they will too. Just with some compromise is all. Some compromise.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, here is your freedom.
What about all of the other mutants in the Oasis?
Don't worry about them. They're escaping as we speak.
Come on, guys, follow me. We need to take this Thunder Mountain Railroad all the way to freedom.
Oh, I have had it up to here with all of these allegories to slavery. This is really in poor taste. I am outie, bitches.
Hey, Frederick, are you coming with us or not?
Well, I would love to, but my heart is telling me otherwise. It's telling me that I'm still needed here in Disney World. I've got a job to do here.
Are you sure you can't do it at the other Disney? You know, the one in California?
What, you mean I don't have to spend another second down here in the psychopath capital of the world, aka Florida? Sign me up! Let's get the fuck out of here! No, Cable, are you okay, Cable? Come on, Cable, speak to me. Come back to me, Cable, come back to me. My girls, my darling daughters, neither of them were alive. It was just a simulation.
Oh man, I'm really sorry. I should have kept you in there. I mean, you seemed so much happier.
No, it wasn't real. I was just living in the past. And that's no way to live, even if it was easier. Sure, it might suck. Sure, I would prefer the other way. But there comes a day when we all have to just accept what happened and move forward, no matter what.
That doesn't mean you have to force yourself into forgetting about them.
Yeah, you're right, Graviton. I'll always remember when they were in my life. My Disney daughter and my Fox daughter.
even if we barely know anything at all about your fox daughter.
Yeah, I escaped one of my miseries just for me to have another misery all over again. Well, no more running away from my problems. I need to face them head on. But if I'm gonna keep existing in this MCU, it shouldn't just be for another movie. I might as well stay here for good.
But how are you gonna do that when everyone clearly wants to kill you? I mean, you did take literally everyone's friend away from them. It seems to me like you're about to get your comeuppance a whole hell a lot of them.
And that's why I need to go back to that space farm.
I thought you were gonna do something about this, not continue to do nothing.
I'm not gonna be doing nothing at that farm. I'm gonna do a lot of thinking, a lot of planning, a lot of deciphering on what I need to do.
Well, good luck with that, Cable.
I'm fine with Thanos or Cable.
How about Thable?
Thable? Huh. It sounds like a Bible character, but okay. Thable.
So, I guess this is goodbye then, isn't it?
No. You helped me, Graviton, and I am thankful for that. And if I make it out of this alive, I'm gonna need someone to talk about it with.
Oh, wow, I really appreciate that, but a whole lot of people have been trying to kill me recently, and it seems like it's just gonna keep happening, especially when I'm defenseless now that I'm a little blob with no gravitational powers. I'm probably going to die by the time you complete your story arc.
Not if you have the gems to protect you.
Really? You trust me with the gems?
I already trusted you with the special 7th gem, the plot stone.
Oh yeah. What happened to the plot stone anyway? I think it sank into my little jello form.
Don't worry, I fished it out. But it would be stupid of me to trust you with all of them, which is why I'm going to give you one gem.
Ooh, which one?
Now hold on. As soon as you use one of the gems, it will automatically be replaced by another gem. And so on and so forth until you used up all 6 gems. And when the final gem is used, it will disappear. So you better be wise with them.
Oh, yes, Thable. I understand. Use them sparingly, only during emergencies. But what if I make a horrible, awful mistake? I mean, you know how I am. And the only way to undo the mistake is with that gem. But I can't do that if it gets replaced by a different gem. Like the time stone, for example. What if I end up in the Elizabethan times? I might get raped by a king or something.
First of all, why did you choose that scenario? And second of all, if such situation occurs, then I'll also throw in my little time device.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You've got 2 methods of time travel. The Disney way and the Fox way.
Yes, but my time device only works once, just like the gems.
Okay, and I promise not to use it to go all the way back to the beginning and prevent the whole series of events from never happening in the first place. And I'm especially not going to do that just for a joke, to be all like, oh ho ho, we prevented the whole movie from happening, LOL. I mean, sure, there might be a chance that it all still happened, but if you prevented the one single catalyst that got the whole ball rolling, it's hard to believe that it all still happened. I mean, especially since you don't show us what this alternate timeline looks like. You're just like, oh, it changed, but we're not gonna show you. I mean, I'm all for a screw you to the audience every now and then, especially during the credits, but it makes it hard what to expect when you go for Chapter 3. Do you really want to complicate all of that just for a few more laughs and a few more chances of being meta? But maybe I'm too uppity about that. I should just relax. I mean, I don't have to talk about Deadpool anymore.
Really? Then what were those last few minutes about?
Oh, god damn it! I talked about him anyway! Curse you, meta humor! But I should stop focusing on the negatives. I should focus on the positives, like how I can finally go back to helping my friends in their time of need.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. My bad.
No, you did what you had to do, and it's not like I can undo it myself. I just need to protect them, like how you're protecting me. If only there is someone who could help me. Somebody!
Well, you know I can't, but I know someone who could.
Oh, really? Who is it? Is it a TV character who actually gives a shit about the movies?
Oh, they definitely give a shit, because they are a movie character.
What? But I thought they were all shut down because we can't use them until this gets all resolved.
There is one exception. One who found a loophole. And I'm not talking about myself.
Well, I need to find this person. I need to.
Well, good luck with that, Graviton. I could tell you more, but the farm is calling out for me. It's begging me to sit on it and think. But before I go, a promise is a promise. There you go. You've got yourself a shiny ass soul stone. Don't fuck it up.
Holy shit! So much power in the palm of my hand. If I had a hand, instead it's just a little flipper or something. But I can't use this to transport myself. I need to find who this mystery villain is. Oh, how am I gonna do that when I'm stranded at Disney?
Oh, well, how can I not pass up this opportunity of advertising my new product, the minivan?
Oh, well, thanks, yokai. Am I gonna have to repay you?
The fact that I own your ass is payment enough. Now go on, get! Fuck off! Oh, alright. I finally have the whole place to myself. Minnie, we need to talk.
Honey, why did you make me come all the way here?
I know you really love Sky High, and I know it's kind of an underrated classic, but you need to move on.
What if we give Sky High a sequel? It'll be relevant again.
Babe, I really don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon, especially with all the other properties we have right now. I think it's healthy to move on. I'm all about Big Hero 6 now. It won an Oscar
and it got nominated for an Emmy.
I love you, so I'm willing to compromise.
That's all I ask. Let's talk about it over dinner.
Ooh, can we have a xenomorph as the main course with a side of predator and then for dessert, a planet of the ape?
Baby, you read my mind.
Oh, they're making it work. Doesn't that just warm your heart? This inspires me to get back on the saddle. But only with your blessing, son. I'll only do it if you're okay with that. So what do you say, son?
Eat my shorts.
Maxie! You know, floating around in the endless abyss of space really makes you think. Beggars can't be choosers.